What up?
I like the hair.
Why? What's it doing?
I don't know. It looks good. What do you want from me?
Thanks,
It
man.
looks like you styled it maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep, that's the look right there.
Camera one,
That's
camera two, camera one, camera two. There's no camera on this side. I'm just making it.
You should have seen my post Six Flags hair yesterday. I looked like a full-on like Jersey douche.
Mm.
I went into the water slides they have at Six Flags. It's like the tubes that you stand in, then they drop the floor out from underneath you.
No thanks.
I've now done it once. I never have to do it again.
There you go.
I went on. We went to the Six Flags Magic Mountain out here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a standing roller coaster.
No, thank you.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, no thanks.
Mostly because my seat was broken.
Oh no!
So it's supposed to, so that way when you put weight on it, if you are a smaller person, you're not as high up.
Mm-hmm.
Mine didn't do that.
Didn't work.
No, I had to stand on my tippy toes.
Oh no!
And Dom and I were just like, we will never go on
Never again.
Never again.
It was uncomfortable, and I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? Because I was so distracted by the pain that I couldn't even enjoy it.
Oh, motherfucker!
But there were a lot of roller coasters. There's like 20 roller coasters there.
That's too many roller coasters.
I know! We only went on half of them.
Wow. Now you get to go.
So it was good, and I got a Wonder Woman hat, so it was nice.
Yay!
Nice. We did like 6 of them yesterday, including the water one, and that was almost too many.
It was weird because it was like just familiar enough Six Flags that I kind of saw some stuff, and I was like, that looks vaguely familiar, but it is all different.
Mm-hmm.
But like the aesthetic looks very similar, obviously. So I keep thinking like the Batman ride. I remember that, but it wasn't exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little weird.
They rebranded Mind Eraser. It's no longer Mind Eraser.
Oh, what is it now?
Now it's the Riddler's Revenge.
Yeah, that's the name of the standing coaster at Magic Mountain. Do not go on it. It is uncomfortable.
Good to know.
Very bad. Don't do it.
Yo!
But there was one where it spun 360. So that was fun.
Yeah, they have that one at this one now too. It's like the Joker 4D coaster or something like that.
Yeah, it's fucking intense because there's like a moment where you are only held in by that like chest strap, and you're like, oh god.
Oh, I wish I had a little sign that I could just hang up that I was like, no, thank you. I'm okay.
It was fun though. I enjoyed it.
I bet.
Just a shirt that just says across the shirt, "This is not for me."
Yeah, no, this. It's like backwards and free spinning. Like, no, not for Gary. Thank you. Y'all have a great day now.
Maybe because we didn't see what it looked like, but we had absolutely no idea that was going to be the coaster. So we got like to the front, and we're like, oh, and then we went in, and we're like, oh god, was not expecting this. But this
I would have yartzed so hard.
Yep, me too. It would have been.
All right, so
Now that we've got all the yards out of our system.
yes, now that we've talked about puking, let's talk about some fun stuff, such as the consequences of death. So, last week, you guys finally took it to the beholder. You did a great job. You murdered the thing real hard. But during the course of your murdering of the many-eyed beast, it struck down one of your party members, Nyx. The first to fall in the party, and in a very unrevivable way.
Yes. Didn't it fall unconscious?
No, there was no unconscious. There was just dead.
No,
and then dust.
Yes. But Jason almost died. No.
Yes, Jason has almost died twice.
Just pretty normal. Actually, that's pretty better for you, all things considered.
Yeah. But the first two actually die. Marleman, with some quick thinking and some quick rolls, was able to use his wish spell that was stored within his magic ring to undo the problem, creating a paradox of two pips.
Yeah, I want to ask questions about that, but we'll get there.
And perhaps some other stuff. But for now,
we have to have a conversation at some point.
who does?
You and I.
Why?
Well, we will talk about it off of this.
Okay. So you guys are picking up almost directly after that. Phaedra, I believe you are draped around Nyx's neck. Nyx, you have no memory of this whatsoever. Of literally anything happening.
We gave a brief explanation.
Yeah, but I don't know what past what was told to Nyx. She doesn't know what happened.
Yeah. Okay. So I went over and I made sure it was hella dead.
Yes.
So. Yay! What now?
So we burned the corpse, right?
I set it aflame if it was not already.
It melted into acid.
Yeah. There's no way to swallow of its former self.
Yes. So beholders, after a short period of time, literally due to being a being of magic, just sort of fall into arcane disarray. So there's still some viscera. There are still like these large curved ribs and some like black kind of tarish goo. But there's nothing that would make you look at that and go, oh, that used to be a beholder.
Does anyone want some of this, or can I just set it on fire?
I feel like I wants to look at it. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
it.
Is there anything like magical about it?
Do you want to see if you could do something with it?
Was that like?
Yes, it's very loud.
It's extremely loud. Yes.
Someone's phone near their computer.
I mean, it sounded like a vibrator smacking against a table. So
Check their vibrator.
I think that's better.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Walk over to it. Make a survival check. Trev, due to all of this, but your semi-close proximation to the center dais, you didn't notice it during the fight. You were kind of focused on some other stuff. But there is a passageway of some kind beneath the dais.
Well, I guess I should go look for that, shouldn't I?
Okay. What'd you get on the survival roll there, Si?
8.
8? Like a solid 8?
Yeah.
Oof.
Nope. It's just some goo. You could probably throw it at someone and it would make a really gross splat, but it's not useful in any sort of way. Can all you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting some weird interference on my end. Trev, you head over to the dais and kind of walk around it, and after a little bit of like kind of poking and prodding your way through it, you find a loose stone that you push across and find a very large opening that opens in the center of the dais. It is kind of a sheer drop. There is no real staircase built into it, probably due to the being that would have used this kind of floating and not needing stairs.
Can I tell how far down it is?
Make a perception check. Yeah, Phaedra, how are you doing draped across Nyx?
Jesus.
I am cure woundsing her because before that undo, she was still pretty fucking hurt.
She was. And you also mass cure wounds to everybody, so do you want to roll for that first?
Never mind. I already forgot about that.
Yeah, do you want to heal everyone first?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta find
Trev?
18.
18. Probably about 100 feet.
All right, then.
You kick a loose pebble and count how long it takes until you hear a.
How much rope have I got?
At
I don't know how much we technically have in our
at least
like
20
whatever
feet, at
kits
least
we
20
got.
feet on you yourself, and then another 50 feet in the bag. So if you cobbled everybody's together, you'd have enough.
Hey guys, I found a kind of a hole here that the slid open, but it's pretty far down. Anybody who has rope should toss me some.
We have, in fact, 50 feet of rope in the bag of holding.
Everybody else should have some as well on their people, so we
I
should
hand
still be
y'all
able to
some
make
rope.
it.
You
Yeah,
like to go down and check it out first, or you're just gonna?
I should.
I mean, we can
oh,
just make if a rope just gets yanked on or whatever, then there's something dangerous down there.
Everyone heals 26 hit points.
so I didn't get revived with full health, right?
God no.
You got brought back
You
with
got brought
exactly
back
the amount that you were
back
at before
before-
you got smoked.
Yes.
So-
The spell functionally reversed that one saving throw.
So everyone gets 26, and then I'm going to do an additional cure wounds on Nyx because she was really hurt.
You had 18 beforehand, and now add 26, and then add this next cure wounds on top of that.
I can double check what cure wounds is. Number 1 is.
So Armel, are you like turning into a bat or something and going down, or are you guys just going through with the rope plan?
And if you want to go check it out, then be my guest. Just be careful.
I mean, if we're going to send,
I'll just go at the same time as Trev. I'll
Okay.
just float down at the same time.
I just want to do the. I mean, I could fly down there. I just want to do the rope thing to make sure we can get down and back up potentially.
yeah. I mean, you could also, just
Oh,
for the
no.
record, like tie the rope to the back up. I am very acrobatic and stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You get another 15 health points. Okay.
Get those sweet HPs.
Yeah.
Almost.
Armel, do you have a beast shape that could scout out something?
A bat.
Just like a fly?
I can be a flying snake.
I mean, can you be a bat? I imagine it's dark.
Yeah, I can be a bat.
I appreciate the flying stick.
Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah, it's very cool.
Oh, God, I'm just imagining a little garter snake with two like little white wings attached to it. Just wee.
Like a dragonfly, but a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragonfly. But yeah, I'll
That has dark vision essentially.
Yes, and bats most certainly do have dark vision.
Oh, they have. Hang on, let me just make sure. They have echo.
Yeah. They have something that'll allow him to describe what you see down there.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
I also have dark vision. I feel like I should be doing that too.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely climb down if he wants to not go solo. Because I can see down there as well.
I'll just go at the same time as them, right?
Yeah, word. We can just do a little scouting. We'll come back if, we'll either call if things go rough or we'll come back to report back with what we find.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. Hold on.
Do 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 do
I
do
forgot the
do.
name of it. I'm gonna cast guidance on Nyx, just in case.
Okay. Next, you have guidance cast upon you.
What does guidance do to me?
It's a +4 to every ability check.
Okay.
Or it's you roll a d4. You don't just get +4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not dead. Dead.
Yeah. It's not bustedly good. It's just
Yeah.
mostly good.
Yeah,
Just a
and it only lasts for one, but it is very nice.
So, going down on the rope is Trev and Nyx. Going down as a bat is Armil. Just making sure. Okay. You guys tie the rope around one of the support columns of the dais and drape it over the edge. Who's going first on the rope?
I would volunteer to do so.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
I'm gonna go probably at the same time or a little ahead of the rope.
Okay. You're small enough and dark enough that you probably don't have to make a stealth check, but just keep in mind I might ask you to at some point.
I am like the tiniest class of animal.
Exactly. Nyx, also roll one just for perfunctory reasons.
19.
19. Okay. Let's wait for the 30 from Nyx.
Hold on. Good stealth, right? I gotta roll my d4.
No, you don't.
You don't have to. You can use the guidance on whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my base roll was 27.
Okay.
And yeah, you're
So you two slide down the rope as stealthily as possible, with the tiny bat form of Armel kind of floating down beside you. It doesn't take long to slide down, and once you hit the bottom and your eyes kind of blink and adjust to the light, it's darker. It was dark up above, but it's darker down here, due to the lack of the starlight openings that keep opening and closing in the main chamber. And once you kind of get a look around, you see piles and piles and piles of coinage. Silvers, coppers, golds. You spot some platinums in there very quickly. You see bejeweled cups and bejeweled plates. You see scabbards. You see helms. You see just all manner of treasure loaded into this bottom chamber. You also spot in the center of this chamber, not far from where you landed, a spike of black rock that juts up maybe 5 or 6 feet. And impaled on the rock is a body, a red-haired, masculine-looking body that just seems to be lying draped with the center of the spike kind of gunning through him, maybe 2 feet from the top.
Huh.
Fun. Is Trev doing the thing where he's basically constantly doing detect magic?
He has to tell me to, but yes.
I intend to detect magic on fucking everything I can because
This
I want
chamber
to see
is
what-
loaded with magic.
I'm like assuming that the money is not magical, so I
No.
can I'm trying to zero in on like
Yeah.
particular magical items.
The biggest source of magic you get from this room, you get some pinpoints of
And
magic
also
throughout
maybe
some
see
of
if
the
the
piles.
spike is magical.
This spike and this body are incredibly magical. Like, just
Cool.
oozing magical energy.
Is everything okay down there?
I mean, it's a
For 3 out of the 4 people that I can identify down here, yeah, we're doing well.
As you guys begin to talk,
I'm at that.
you see the head of the just snap in your direction and look. It actually kind of spins a bit on the spike to kind of get a better view of you. And you see these glowing green eyes, not like totally green, green irises, but with a bit of a glow behind them, kind of look in your direction. And you hear a very raspy voice just speak words in a language you don't understand.
for the record, that would have made Nick jump a lot.
Okay. Did Nyx jump up the rope a couple feet, or?
No, because we're on the ground, right?
Yeah.
And
I just mean, did she go, ha, and then, like, scamper a bit?
no. More likely, Trev's leg.
Okay.
I am pleased to report out of game that it is storming like fucking crazy here, and hopefully that'll break the humidity.
Good to
Same
know.
here.
Fuck yeah. All right. I don't think this is. Actually, no. I'm so convinced this won't work that I'm not even gonna try. I think.
Okay.
It
It kind of looks at you both again and just goes,
All right.
What?
I don't imagine. Well, can they hear it all the way up there?
no.
I was
Well,
gonna
no,
say
you
that
said
seems.
fourth person, and Phaedra went, what? And you never answered.
There's a.
Should we
Yeah.
come down?
Probably. Either that or we should come back up.
I'll come down.
The head kind of looks at you, Trevathan, and then repeats, come back up.
All right. This isn't gonna work, but now I am going to try it anyway.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to cast Dispel Magic on the Black Rock Spike thing.
Okay. It doesn't work.
I assumed as much.
It doesn't work because the spike isn't the magic, it's the conduit.
Fantastic.
But, you get that. You try it, and it doesn't work, so you kind of get an idea of what's
so
happening here.
The magic is coming from the dude.
Yes.
All right. So the body is the magical part. The spike thing did not turn this guy into a creepy ghost. I think the guy might have been some kind of creepy guy.
Creepy guy.
Can we get our translator down?
Can I start heading down? Like,
Sure. You start your way down the rope.
Yeah, same.
Sigh. Marleman.
Wait.
Oh, Marleman, you've been muted for like a half hour, I think.
Oops. 5 minutes, but yes.
I swear we have Magna.
I'm on the way down.
Okay.
So,
Yes, Nix.
so Nix wants to try something, which is looking at the guy for a second after he just said what he said and then going, hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Are you just copying me?
Copying you.
That was
Ah.
different.
Close. What's
No,
your name?
My language.
My name. Language.
Mm,
Learning. Your
learn.
common language. Hello.
Hello.
Where did you come from?
The plane of elemental fire.
Oh,
That's
you know Mac?
No.
Okay.
Do
My
I know
name-
what this is?
Is Todora.
Are you an explorer?
Shit. I gotta change this NPC's
Everybody,
name.
let's go
Okay.
and figure this out.
All right.
Like, but is he okay?
I've been better.
what happened to you?
I've been impaled.
Did the whatever the beholder's name is do this to you?
Yes.
What a dick.
Why?
We killed him. If we let unimpale you, will you not hurt us?
Definitely not.
Oh, cool. If you're a fire guy, will it hurt for me to touch you?
Wait, I'm
Maybe.
pretty good with fire. I'm gonna
I'm
be like,
willing to take. So I think I'm gonna call for Phaedra and be like, "Hey, let's try and get this guy off of here."
By
I
this
assume
point,
I-
Phaedra, you have landed on the ground and see this red-haired individual with the glowing green eyes impaled on a black spike.
He says he's from the elemental plane of fire. I don't think he's gonna hurt us. I don't know. Even if
My
he
name is
does, whatever.
Todora.
There you go. He seems really nice.
nice to meet
Let's help him out.
you. Okay.
So yeah, you ready to like you've been working on your squats? Like, can we push this guy up off the thing?
Well, probably, yeah.
Okay. You two get closer, and as you get closer, you see at this point that his midsection, where this spike has impaled him, you would expect to see like crusted with blood or like something like that, and you actually see what looks like magmatic rock kind of formed up around the pillar, not connecting it to the pillar, just as if scabs around the wound.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
I would really appreciate the help. At this point, he starts like waving a hand. Just
All right,
like,
let's rock and roll.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you. You two just sort of.
Yeah, just had to go like. Get
Okay, I need you both to make a strength check with advantage since it is two of you. And Trev, I need you to roll a con saving throw.
The strength is.
Oh, thank God, advantage, because natural 20.
Oh. All right, yeah. It's the strength is an 18. The con is a natural 20. Sick.
Okay, you don't get scorched. Phaedra, you also don't get scorched, but you know, tiefling. And together, you two are able to. And there's no real like sound of sliding like ooze. It's more like crumbly rock that sort of grinds against the pillar as you guys him up and over into Phaedra's arms.
Hi.
Phaedra, the two things you notice: one, he is very heavy, and two, he is very warm.
Okay.
Do you need like healing or anything, dude? I got potions. Right here.
No, I should be just fine if you put me on the ground.
Okay, I very carefully
Okay.
place him on the ground.
And you place him on the ground, at which point he pops to his feet. You can already see that the gaping giant hole in his chest is slowly starting to cover over more with this magmatic rock.
Cool.
He is incredibly pale and very thin. His red hair is kind of all over the place and very frizzy. His eyes still glowing. So he looks over all of you and goes, "Thank you, good sirs and madams."
You're welcome.
What?
I didn't help.
I know you said you don't need curing, but I also can make fire. Will that help?
It may, but I think I'll be just okay.
He seems to be like.
Okay.
He's
Were
like
you
growing back together. It's pretty cool.
all right?
Yeah, Nix, you're a little bit disgusted by this as you see, like, just kind of pillars of rock form in the center of this man's chest and sort of stitch it back together, but it's also kind of awe-inspiring.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So, what brings you to my wonderful Cave of Wonders today?
Murdering the beholder.
Yeah, there was a beholder up like on the one floor up. He was causing a lot of trouble. So
Yes, that man was a real asshole.
Yeah, we killed him. He was a dick.
I greatly appreciate it.
I buried my sword in that big stupid eye, and I'm pretty sure he's not getting back up.
Thank you for not doing the same to me.
I
Hey,
set
you
him
cool.
on fire like a lot, so
Fire is
Anyway.
good.
So what brought you here?
I am a Ganassi.
I was gonna say gravity.
Listen,
A lot like buttered toast, man.
powdered toast.
No, I am a Ganassi. The being that you
Powdered
so wonderfully shoved a sword through decided to use me for my innate natural charm and power.
And fire, I
This
bet.
guy just All Might.
Yeah. Right.
No, roll an insight check, Phaedra.
Okay.
Learn a language.
Alright, so that-
Magical. Yeah. Clearly is some magical.
Oh, cool. So 13 plus 8 plus 21.
So as you're having this conversation with him, you're realizing he is beginning to use more and more complex terms and more complex sentences, and slowly starting to lose some of the weird candor that he has been speaking with throughout. You get the feeling he is learning Common as he is speaking it, and is still learning the correct, like, ways to inflect on words in conversation.
Huh.
So,
Okay.
are you? If you've really never met Mac, or I rattle off some of his other names, you really should. I think you two would get along.
I don't know. Use water. Use fire. I don't know if that would work.
It would be a real guess.
He sounds like a primal. I am not a primal.
Yeah.
Is that what he is?
Yes, he is. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I actually just think they'd be bros.
Yeah, agreed.
Perhaps. I would love to meet him. Oh, people don't talk like this, do they?
No. No, they don't.
Sometimes.
Wonderful.
That's cool.
So you're. Which plane did he say he was from? The elemental.
The elemental plane of fire.
Fire. Okay. How did you get here? Then
I walked.
You.
He's a planeswalker.
are there doors? You could just easily go from one plane to the other.
Certainly.
Cool.
All
Okay.
right.
That's cool.
What was your non-elemental parentage?
Wait,
what?
I am a Ganassi. This man is intelligent, and he points at Sai. Yes, I am not full elemental. My heritage is much like you, dear tiefling.
Oh.
A creature from the fire elemental plane fucked a elf at some point, and here I am.
Well, great. Thank you for that.
That's not how I was
That
born.
is graphic.
Literally,
Sorry,
all I have
was
are
that-
puns right now.
I'm sorry, was that uncouth?
A little, yeah.
Understood.
That was an act of true lava brought him into life.
God
Just gonna
damn
be
it.
fire puns. God damn it.
That's all
like
I've
your
got.
candor, Ganassi.
Okay. Where do you normally live when you're not in a cave underwater?
Well, I used to live in the elemental plane of fire.
No, but after that,
I lived on a spike.
All right, so there you go. There wasn't really an in
this guy.
between. That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
How long were you on the spike?
800 years.
Dang.
Crap.
That dude was
You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't look a day over 450. Jeez.
Thank you.
So, why did you come here?
Well, I heard that the material plane is a great place for a hot vacation.
Probably not as hot as the plane of fire.
Does that mean something different in the elemental plane of fire? Because I
Used to.
Okay.
So,
All right.
how'd you get captured by a beholder?
Well, I appeared on an island not far from here, and while walking across the water, I was struck down by some sort of anti-magic ray and fell to here, and then impaled on a spike.
Oh, were
Bummer.
you at an island with turtles and kenku?
Yes, I was.
Oh, we just came from there.
They were very nice.
Yeah. Those are friends of ours.
All right, well,
We'll probably head back there soon if you want.
Would you like a ride back, sir?
now that you're not in this now that you're not impaled anymore, what do you want to go do?
I don't know. I haven't seen my family in a very long time.
How
Where's your
long
family?
did you now see the?
Well, when we are just sort of walking about and doing what we can, we could live up to 800 years. But I've been in stasis, and my magic power has been drained for the past, 900 or so. So I'm not sure anymore.
Okay.
Hey, man, if you want to go home, nobody's going to stop you. Like, you're free to do whatever.
Yeah,
If
sign,
you want,
sign.
you can probably come in our boat, so you don't have to go through the water part.
Certainly.
I have a question. So, do you know what you were being drained for?
I would assume some sort of barrier.
Interesting. Okay.
Such as a typhoon.
That doesn't.
I have no idea.
I mean, if anybody, whoever can cast, whoever our messenger is, if they can ask Bonnie, I don't know if she's too far away, just be like, hey, just ask her if she sees the thing.
Yeah, I guess if I do sending, I can send it to her. So yeah, I will do that.
Does sending allow a response?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Let me.
I can't remember. Again, message and sending do two different things.
Checking.
I believe
So,
sending is got a reply and message does not.
I think message does not.
But I believe message is farther.
Yes. They can answer immediately in a like manner immediately.
Okay, how far is the distance?
Any distance and even to other planes of existence.
Cool.
But if they're on another plane, there's a 5% chance of failure.
You're good. So give me your 25 words.
Okay, so what am I telling her?
Just ask her if she's far enough out, she should see the maelstrom if it's still there. Ask her if she's seen anything change.
Just say Maelstrom okay.
We killed the beholder.
Don't waste 22 words.
We killed the beholder. Is the maelstrom still active?
Stop.
beholder dead, maelstrom active? Question mark.
Thank you for making this
This
easy.
is just word economy we don't need. We have 25.
All right.
So stingy.
You get a reply back.
You can reply to this message.
Yes. You get a reply back. It got much brighter down here.
That sounds good to me.
So probably, maybe.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
Here, what did you want from me?
So you're a learned individual, and you know a lot about the different races of the world. Your sword is not twitching. This creature is not unseelie. And B, much like Balthazar was a tiefling very close to his demon heritage, he may have only been a generation or so removed. This is a Ganassi that is literally one generation off.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
So a little bit more elemental than mortal.
I like this dude.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, is there anything we should keep an eye out for or look around? Any other things to stop or destroy while we're in the area?
He sort of looks around, and as he kind of heals, the lower part of his body now heals as well. So he, at this point, he is also just straight cocking it, and not giving a shit. As he's sort of just looking around, going, "I have seen many, many years of stuff being brought down here by the Beholder. It all looks very pretty. I don't know the usefulness, though. I was on a spike."
So, would you mind if we took it?
Not at all. It's not mine.
Cool.
I doubt it was his either.
Probably
Fair.
not. All right. Why don't we look around and see if we can get you some pants also while we're here?
Sorry, did you have anything? I think I missed that question. Was anything yours that was taken from you by this boulder?
Possibly, but I don't know where it's gone by now.
Well, we can look and see
Yeah, feel free to look around. I mean, there's a lot of treasure here. There's probably enough to go around. You've you've suffered a lot. You've earned some cool stuff.
You can
Suffer, sleep, stab. It all starts with an S.
Yeah. So does stuff.
So, I need all of you to roll an investigation check as a group.
As a group?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Fucking of course. I think I'm just cursed, guys.
All right.
That's your opponents normally.
Let's start here. Did anyone roll a natural 20?
Me. I took a
Natural
picture.
20. Did anyone roll a natural 1? Cool.
Can I still use guidance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
totally.
haven't used it yet.
Please do.
Might as well.
Is this one of those jack of all trades things I can do?
Yes, this is an ability check.
Oh, good.
So you can add your +2. Or your proficiency mod, isn't it?
Yes, it's you get the investigation plus the proficiency bonus.
There you go. So, give me your numbers.
I have a 20, but not natural.
Cool. Ryan?
4.
4?
Oh,
Okay. Morgan?
15.
15. Okay. So hang on.
That was after all of my bonuses.
Gotcha. Sai?
8.
8. Big
Yeah.
8.
First.
Okay. Natural 20 from the Phaedra. So what does that add up to?
22.
22. Okay. So that would be cool. And Trev?
17.
17. Okay. You definitely passed the threshold.
Huzzah.
Essentially, over the next 10 minutes or so, because you don't want to spend too long at the moment, but, you know, whatever, you're able to cobble together, counted into piles, and this isn't even touching some of the giant piles of coinage that is off to the sides. 15,000 gold pieces, 1,200 platinum pieces, as well as a chunk of alexandrite the size of a fist, 2 chunks of aquamarine gem, both also about the size of fists, a singular black pearl, 2 long strands of blue spinel, which is something for Sai, a chunk of peridot, 2 chunks of topaz, and for items, a very beautiful leather chest piece, studded with, studded like studded leather, but also with these interesting streaks of yellow put through it. A beautiful black silk cloak with fine white weaving throughout it. A gnarled staff with 2 crystals in the top, 1 blue and 1 yellow.
Oh.
And a dagger with the face of a raven on the end.
Ah.
Ooh, Nick,
Hey.
yes.
Okay.
Shall I identify stuff?
Yes.
Please.
Before you waste spell slots, I can identify 3 of them.
Cool.
So give me the chest piece, the staff, and the dagger.
Okay. The chest piece is an armor of resistance. It is a studded leather bit of armor with thunder resistance to it, so it halves damage from all thunder-based attacks. The staff, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, the staff is a staff of thunder and lightning. I would have to send you the full stats for that one. It's a bit, but it has 2 active actions to it.
Don't send it to me. Send it to whoever's going to get it.
Is it a magical focus that also improves people's
It is also a magical
ability
focus.
or whatever?
Dibs,
It's also
dibs,
magical
dibs,
focus.
dibs, dibs, dibs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You don't want this, brother.
And the dagger is a blade of the dancing mind.
Ooh. Ooh.
Dibs, 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 dibs.
I don't think that's for you.
Nope.
Also, the armor of resistance is not does not require attunement. The staff and the blade both do.
Okay.
Attunement.
Yes, attunement.
What?
You can have 3 things attuned to you.
All right. I will identify the cloak then.
Okay. The cloak is a cloak of arachnida, which is a spider climb cloak.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool. Awesome. All right. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm getting all
That sounds like that belongs with somebody sneaky so they can climb the walls.
I suppose, yeah.
I feel like we're just gonna load mix up.
Is there anything else in the pile of stuff
Mm-hmm.
that is magical?
Trev,
Yeah.
doing a quick glance
Yeah, I was
around.
gonna say I've got more detect magic. So like now that Theodora or whatever is no longer the big, like if I can like
Yes.
now that he's not in the way, can I
Yeah.
just be like
He is no longer radiating magical energy. It's not being sucked out of him, so he's just much like the same as you guys. He's just a magical being, so like you're good. Looking around, some of the other piles deep down inside them, you can spot other magical items and magical influences.
Okay. Do we want to keep looking? I mean,
there's definitely more stuff in some of these big ass piles. Like I might like knock over some stuff.
I can also help you with the detect magic if we're searching for specifically magic stuff.
I mean, don't worry. If there's like a gentle reminder that I can cast detect magic infinity times if I feel like it,
Good point.
without casting any spell slots or anything.
Good point.
So that is the one thing that I no longer need help with. But like safely digging through piles of heavy treasure that might crush me.
Sure.
That.
So
That.
I'm also thinking we take a grab and go approach. Like we can part
I
all
mean, I
of this.
could just like kind of open the bag of holding and just kind of.
I mean, that's the thing. Money is also heavy, so we got to sort out that.
Not the gold.
Okay, so just so you guys know, right now I did the math. I was working with the math earlier because I rolled this treasure table earlier.
Thank you.
50 gold pieces is a pound. A person can comfortably carry around 200 or so gold pieces in a regular pouch.
Okay.
In an adventuring pack can probably hold about 5 pounds of gold. From there, a bag of holding can hold 500 pounds of item before exploding. What you guys choose? I've told the two people who have bags of holding how much their encumbrance currently is. So you guys can figure it out from there.
Is there any I would like to look around and see if I can find any kind of flat looking thing that doesn't look super heavy that I could potentially use as a platform.
Okay.
Including boards from houses up the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say something not to completely tip my hand, but something that might be able to put approximately 500 minus the weight of whatever it is pounds worth of treasure on.
Oh, so like a more squarish, not
like a
not
pallet.
Yeah, like a pallet.
Yes, like a flat ass thing
Roll
that I
an
can put a bunch
investigation
of gold
check.
on and then levitate.
Roll an
Is where
investigation
we're
check.
going.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. You're able to find down here a crate that had been broken open. It's about a 3 foot square. It can probably have stuff loaded onto it without breaking.
All right, cool. And I mean, so yeah, because levitate can levitate up to a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. So I need to put it on something, and then I can levitate the crate and just start going.
Yep, and you can totally do that with this.
Sick.
Sweet.
How much, or roughly, I imagine, that how good I was at investigating determines how much money I can actually fit on this before I hit the 500. So that's up to you.
In general, just roll another investigation check.
Oh fuck! That die went down into my power cable zone.
Oh no!
Come back. Oh shit! All right, well that's a natural 20 as well.
Yeah.
We got all these on not useful stuff. Actually, this one's money. So I
Well,
guess
this
it's
treasure's pretty good, so.
So, just looking through this one pile and loading money onto it, you find out another 1,900 pieces of platinum, which, do the math on that.
Yeah.
It's like 25 pounds, I think. And then another 11,000 gold pieces.
Jesus.
You find 2 more chunks of alexandrite, 3 chunks of aquamarine, 4 black pearls, 1 more peridot, and a very flat, it almost looks like a coin. It's a flat black disc, maybe a quarter of an inch big, in what almost a quarter shape. And looking at it, you can tell it's magical, but you have no idea what it does.
I can check
Hey,
that.
what do you guys have? Why don't you guys tell me what this little thing does? It feels important.
Yep, I can do that. I can do it.
Flip it over to Phaedra.
Okay, as you throw it into the air, it expands into this gaping black circle in front of you.
What?
Those of you looking at Trev, you see his legs still, but now there is a large, maybe 3-foot diameter circle kind of floating in front of him.
Whoa.
And Trev, you're looking at this and going, what the shit? But you can see into it. You can see it's kind of deep, but not like super deep.
Can I like think loudly, like undo at it or something?
Yeah. And it backs into its little circle and pops back into your hand.
All right, never mind. I got it.
Well, didn't I try to identify it?
Yeah, I gotta pick it up and just hold it out.
Yeah, just very gently hold it over.
Okay.
You identify it. It is a portable hole.
Ah.
I want this.
Aww.
That's so good.
It creates a pocket dimension, much like a bag of holding, but it can hold way less. It can hold 100 pounds of stuff, but it's a lot bigger. So whereas a bag of holding, you have to be able to, shove it through the opening. This is a 3-foot circle and 3-foot depth.
Nice.
In a pocket dimension that travels with you.
With that identification, does she also basically do we now have knowledge of how it is actually triggered, so I'm not going to trigger it by accident?
It is triggered just by dropping it, throwing it, moving it, or placing it on a surface.
All right, cool. Anybody mind if I hold on to this? I have ideas.
It's all
Sure.
you, buddy.
Why not, man?
Pocket that thing, and then just go back to loading up some cool money, I guess.
Sense any other strong sources of magic then? I know you sense the whole portable thing.
Do you want to do another detect?
Sure. I'll just keep doing it for as long as anybody asks me to. I'll be your detect magic robot.
Woo!
Some smaller stuff here and there, but no, the big glowing stuff you kind of got, but there's still maybe a few things here or there in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's little things that we could probably stand to do with, but I don't know. I mean, I think we're doing pretty well, and we have all this bank, so
Yeah.
Meanwhile, from another pile, you hear a, "Ha ha! I have found my pants."
Oh, good.
Sweet!
Yay.
Very
Nice.
good.
That's solid. Are they
Remind
just
me-
made of rocks?
He turns the corner in a very tight black pair of shorts that kind of stop mid-calf, or not mid-calf, mid-thigh. He sort of turns this corner still with his hands on his hips and goes, "Now I am good to go."
Ah, I see he meant the British version of pence.
All right. So, basically, I would just like to make a levitating pallet of as much gold as I can levitate, and then I don't know how much that is. I mean,
All right, hang on, let me do
just
some
for the
math
sake
here.
of ease, can it just be gold? Because platinum will just be mathed out into, I would have to find a money changer or something anyway.
Yeah.
Because most merchants appear to deal in gold pieces anyway.
Yeah, and they will happily deal in platinum. It's just, way less common. So you're able
I actually
to load...
want a couple of pieces of platinum as well, just as a status symbol, because I'm used to being broke as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna take from the pocket some, not in the bag of holding as.
Yeah, I'm literally just my adventurer's kit. I just want to take 10 or something.
Okay.
Just so it's
So how about this?
I'm
Everyone in the
filling
party...
my pockets with gold.
Okay. So I'm going to let you guys decide how to break this up. Between the portable hole, the 2 bags of holding, the floating pallet, and your actual individual bags, you have plenty to get as much gold as you have found right now, which is, let me do some math, 26,000 gold pieces.
How many of us are there again?
6 of you. You have enough to get it out. So, I'm going to let you decide how to break that up. You also have What's 1900 plus 1200?
31 hundo.
31 hundo platinum.
All right.
Holy shit.
No, you do not have it.
Yeah.
This is a divineless chamber.
Okay, making sure I wasn't missing anything.
So I will let you guys break this up as you see fit.
Okay.
So there's also the gemstones and shit that you mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah,
How much of that is useful to me for crafting?
the blue vinyl something or other, but
I bet
Yeah.
a bunch of it is.
A bunch of it is when reduced down to its powder form. Those are the sorts of things you use for your arcane connections. But you'd have to like spend some time to figure out what each one does.
That's fine. I let it be known that I want that stuff.
sure. Okay. I assume we'll give the dagger to Nyx.
Seems right to me.
Yep. The portable hole goes to Trev.
I would like that.
Okay. The gnarled staff.
That's
the,
Marleman all the way.
That's the staff.
That's me.
Okay. The leather chest piece. What was this thing again? I forget.
It was a studded leather with resistance to thunder.
Who wears studded leather amongst us?
I believe Sai.
Chainmail.
Okay, well,
So
that means
probably,
you could wear studded leather if you wanted to.
And
I wouldn't wear armor made by someone that's not.
Yeah,
That's fair.
fair.
I wear leather armor.
There you go.
That would be the right answer.
Okay.
I mean, am I the only one who wears leather armor?
I mean,
I wear I have magical armor already. That is very
It's also half plate or plate.
half at best.
I don't know if I can wear armor.
no.
I don't believe that you can.
No, I don't believe so.
What can bards wear? Can I get that?
Let me check, actually.
That's a different question.
good
I-
freaking
I
question,
wear,
I think.
I wear heavy armor. I have scale.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a question about armor too. I understand that I don't wear armor, but my armor class is currently 10, which I don't think is possible.
Yeah, it is.
No, it is.
That is light armor plus your dex is AC.
That's not what his is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what's light armor? 10?
Yeah, so that's the base is 10.
Okay, so
But
then
then-
my armor class can't be 10.
Oh, right, because you have good dexterity. So yeah, it should be way
Well,
higher
I
than
just
that.
have dexterity, so it should be more than it's 10 plus.
10 plus your dex modifier.
Is that
Okay.
really the case?
Yeah.
Oh, well then my armor class is for
Guys, hang on. Apologies, I'm getting to the armor section. Bards can wear light armor.
wear light armor, yeah. So
Yeah.
that is technically more than sorcerers can, who have proficiency in no armor whatsoever.
Yes, druids and sorcerers both have proficiency in nothing.
Okay.
Druids have light and medium armor, non-metal.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. So I
Oh,
think
good to
he
know.
might I think Aramil might actually be able to wear this.
Yeah, our Aramil can totally wear that.
Because
I don't know if he has any like benefits for not being armored like some classes
Nope.
do. I have no idea, but
Yeah, no, they do
no, he
not.
can wear that.
Yeah, you could totally just wear that.
Is that medium armor, right?
I already have a
Studded leather, light armor.
Oh, even better. So yeah, either of you can wear it.
I already have studded leather armor, so maybe it'd be good if he.
Aramil, what's your hit points?
94.
All right. Well, I have 90.
You can take it.
Do you want it? I tend to have magic armor.
I'd rather not wear the corpse of my friends, but if it's the safest,
Fair point.
Oh, fair point.
Absolutely a fair point.
I will
Also-
wear that armor.
He's usually in an animal form,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
Pride is murder. Dash
Okay.
Aramil.
So, Marleman, your AC is now 12 plus your dex.
12 plus dex.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the silk cloak is allows spider climb.
Yeah, spider climbing. So I mean, Nyx, you think you would be able to use that? I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
I mean, yes, probably. I
Lets
guess.
you sneak around more.
That would put you currently over your attunement limit.
Aha. Oh right, because you have like hella knives.
Is this a?
I do have hella knives.
I didn't recall if this is a special studded leather armor.
It gives
It
you
is. It
thunder
has.
resistance.
Yeah, thunder resistance.
Okay, thank you.
What was the dagger I was just given, Cole?
It's a Blade of the Dancing Dagger. Blade of the Dancing Mind, sorry.
Blade of the...
Blade of the Raven Face.
Yes, it has a picture of a raven on it. You're not going to find this in the on 5e anywhere. I have a PDF of it here.
Okay, what's... Okay, I was just trying to add it to my attacks.
Oh, yeah. It's not... Take 10 minutes and attune to it real quick. You're already at 3 attunements. You'd have to unattune from one thing.
Okay, I mean, I would just get rid of my worst dagger then.
So you're currently attuned to your belt, your ceremonial dagger, and your dagger of venom.
So if the belt
Do the boots not require attunement?
Boots do not require attunement.
Sick.
I might have to get rid of dagger of venom then. Well, but I can't know what this does until I do it. Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you lay your dagger of venom on the ground and then focus on this dagger in your hand, staring at the raven pommel. And after 10 minutes of kind of like focusing it and connecting your spirit with its, you see the raven head on the hilt blink, and then blink again, and then cock its head at you. And then in your head, you hear a voice go, "Are you my new master?"
Oh my god.
Was your sword twitch?
Do we hear this?
No.
Sweet.
I would try and answer with my head then.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe?
Nice to meet you. I am Barbarous.
Hello. I'm
It
Nix.
is- It is a wonder to meet you.
Nix, are you talking to the dagger?
In my head, you don't know.
Yeah, you can't hear this.
Oh, in your head. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes,
I missed
it is a psychic connection.
I did this so that people would not think I was crazy.
Sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
it is a psychic connection with the dagger.
Got you. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty wondrous to meet you two.
Now, what do you have service of me?
Can you stab things?
I can. On my own as well.
Oh my god.
What does that mean?
Throw me in the air.
Right now?
Yes.
Don't hurt my friends, though.
Understood.
And which is everyone in this room.
Understood again.
I would go hashtag even sigh.
I was like, I'm about to get stabbed again, aren't I?
Okay, I
don't
give
know.
the dagger
Which
like
I'm
a little
fine
like
with it for comedy.
toss into the
Okay,
air.
you give it a toss and it falls back to the ground. And then you hear the voice again go, "Oh shit! I forgot a part.
Okay.
We have to agree on a word first."
Banana bread.
What do you mean agree on a word?
You have to speak a word to make me do my tricks.
And a little weird.
Chainsaw.
Okay.
YOLO.
Whatever word you desire, my new master.
Cacao.
Creepy.
Please let it be caca. That's great.
Something you won't accidentally say.
Well, I was saying cacao, but
Oh.
Let's look up Nix's 10 least used words list.
One more.
Nice.
See all Edgar
Love
Allan
you.
Poe.
Is the word something I can change later?
Certainly.
Okay. Then boom shakalaka is fine for now.
Boom
That is
shakalaka.
not changing. That is not changing.
Jump.
That's great.
Jump
Good
back.
to know. Now throw me in the air and speak the word, and I will do my dance.
I try and like turn away from everyone a little bit and boom shakalaka.
Toss it.
Can I?
I am watching very curiously.
She tries.
And then pick it, throw it on the floor and pick it up again.
Actually, the person who can read lips is the one who's trying to hide, so she does a pretty good job, but something weird's happening with Nyx. At which point, the blade floats in the air right in front of you, and then moves on its own a couple feet away, and then does a few slashes in the air and then floats back to you and into your hand.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
So, I will just read out what this dagger can do now.
okay. I'm gonna-
Dancing Dagger. You can use a bonus action to toss this magic dagger into the air and speak the command word. Boom shakalaka. When you do so, the dagger begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. The sword uses your attack roll and ability score modifier to damage rolls. While the dagger hovers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly up to 30 feet to another spot within 30 feet of you. As part of the same bonus action, you can cause the dagger to attack one creature within 5 feet of it. After the hovering dagger attacks for the 4th time, it flies up to 30 feet and tries to return to your hand. If you have no hand free, it falls to the ground at your feet. If the dagger has no unobstructed path to you, moves as close to you as it can, and then falls to the ground. It also ceases to hover if you grasp it or move more than 30 feet away. This weapon is a chaotic good weapon and fully sentient, with an intelligence of 16, a wisdom of 14, a charisma of 14.
Holy shit.
Oh shit! So there are certain status effects this could actually be affected by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you send me all that?
Of course.
I gotta find ways to-
Depending on whether or not you keep it.
Mechanical question that I don't remember if you answered because I might have zoned out.
Yep.
Since activating it is just like sort of like leaving it in a place and speaking a word, that theoretically could be done in addition to regular action, correct?
That's correct. It is a bonus action to completely command Barbarous.
Yeah. So, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Other question.
Bonus
Anne,
murder.
Does it return to her belt when it's done?
That depends if you link the belt. If you link the dagger to your belt.
If I tune it to my
The only person in this chat who would have seen that, in addition to James Morgan
crap.
Gross and Chris Lamoureux, is
All right. It's all right. Wrong chat. I missed.
I thought we were the wrong chat.
No, that's I fucked up.
He sent a massive description of this dagger to our fighting game click chat.
Nice.
That's really funny, actually.
There you go.
Apropos of nothing and out of nowhere.
Yep.
It's like, oh, hey, this tournament we're going to is going to be really awesome. Also, brah!
Here's all of this dagger stats.
All right. I mean, you're sentient. Are you chill to come with me?
Certainly, I will go with whoever so chooses to hang out with the good blade Barbarous.
Is he friends with the Genasi?
No, it's just funny that two characters I had both written down as talks kind of like Zap Brannigan, just so
There we
happens to show up
go.
in this fucking episode.
Wonderful.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Nix, do you tell anybody about this? Do you
Well-
tell anybody that you entered into a contract with a dagger?
It's not a con.
I mean, I believe we've all been relatively comfortable with her having, like, that fucking savage, blood-draining ritual dagger in her service.
I rarely use that.
I think she
It
should
is-
use it more.
It is quite funny that you now have attuned to you a belt, a chaotic good dagger, and a chaotic evil dagger.
That is kind of cool.
But the chaotic evil dagger isn't sentient.
That you
As
know.
far as we know.
Perhaps you just haven't used it enough.
That's
That's
true.
creepy.
I don't like ever use that dagger. Huh?
It doesn't give you feed me more vibes, if that's what you mean.
Okay, can you do me a favor and send me that staff details? Because
Sure thing.
I don't want to ask you about it.
I got you.
Got you, fam.
Okay. Well, so cloak.
Oh, I can't take that, right? Is that what
That's
we said?
correct. It is above your attunement.
I mean, I don't think I should take it because I'm not sneaky. So I feel like if you're gonna spider climb, you want to be sneaky, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
I already have a different cloak, to be honest.
I actually think Aramil should take this.
Yeah, so
I was actually
He
going to
ends up
say
signing
Sai,
up
but
things.
Aramil has invisibility also. You could do some very ridiculous animal tricks.
That does sound fun. I will give it to Eric.
It's going to Aramel.
He can turn into a literal spider.
All right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
First off, I'm gonna unbat form when they try to give me something.
I mean, I assumed you unbat formed a while ago.
No, I want.
You assumed it correctly.
Well,
Then-
shit.
I'll take it. Sure.
Okay.
What does it do again?
Here, I'll send you the stats. I
You
can
can activate
also
an effect called Spider Climb that
Not
lets you
spiders,
climb walls like a spider.
not exactly. Cloak of Arachnida. This fine garment made of black silk interwoven with faint silvery threads. While wearing it, you gain the following benefits. You have resistance to poison damage. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. You can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You can't be caught in any webs of any sort and can move through webs as if they were difficult terrain. And you can use an action to cast the web spell. The web created by the spell fills twice its normal area. Once used, the property of the cloak can't be used again until the next dawn.
That's cool.
Cool. Can you send
All
that?
I will send it to you, Ryan, and not the fighting game chat.
Alright.
Alright, so with that now in Aramil, so then the rest is the gold, the platinum, and then the chunks of stuff and the gems. So, I know Sai wanted a lot of gems for Stiff.
And I think some of the chunks of stuff were also pointedly said to be mattering to me.
I didn't see any books or anything, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get like hella gems and leave the gold for some other guys.
I'm taking some gold. That's not a question.
We're gonna split the money evenly, presumably.
So
Not not easy.
let's say for the purposes of speed, everyone fills their actual coined purse, which is 200 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
Unless you want to fill it full of platinum, in which case tell me.
I will.
Okay, so you have a gold purse full of 200 platinum pieces.
Yeah, I figure I'll take platinum on my person and then just hoard the gold on my sweet crate.
So does everyone want to fill their coin purse then with 200 pieces of platinum? Because you can do that. You have enough.
Pretty sure this is more money than I've ever seen in my life.
It's more money than any of you have ever
Not
seen.
the whole room.
Gary,
The contents of my bag.
Yeah.
how is it that I'm carrying 20 or not 20? I'm sorry, 1,200 gold.
It's in your backpack.
Okay,
You had to fill your backpack full of gold.
I guess my bag is really only full of like gold and like a mirror and like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I guess I still have this old quarterstaff, but I'm just gonna toss it.
I mean, yeah, you have a better one now.
Yeah,
I have a better one. It's
I'm
just
gonna
taking up
leave,
space.
I'm gonna leave some stuff down here, like a robe that I got like a wicked long time ago.
What robe?
So you're gonna be
A black and silver robe.
what?
I'm
Did you ever identify that?
No.
Wow.
Do you want me to?
Is Todoro wearing a shirt right now, or just
Nope.
his little short shorts? Can
Just his
I
little
offer
short
him
shorts.
my I Heart Jerselheim T-shirt that I've had for forever?
Mm.
Okay. He goes, sure, I will certainly wear that. What's a Jerselheim?
It's a city in a mountain, up across the ocean. It's a really nice place. We have a friend there. We
I'll have
visited.
to look it out.
I just can't really, or I don't really get. I'm not gonna ever get a chance to wear this, but I'm just hanging out. So
Sure, I will happily wear it.
awesome.
Arma, what cloak did you have before?
Like a silver and black robe.
Where did you get that?
I feel like
I
that was
got it off of mobs because I had them too. We got them off of things that we
those
killed.
are cultist robes. Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
those are robes you pulled off the Yuan Ti.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because I'm.
We could just keep playing dress up with our new fireman friend.
I mean, would I take the symbol off of it? If there's any
Dress up
gold?
montage.
No, I'm okay. The shirt and the shorts will do just fine for me. I am naturally warm.
Yeah.
I'll say.
If you wear clothing, will it set on fire? Or
Quite possibly.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Need some fire-resistant clothing.
And the shorts and the shirt are doing fine so far.
You actually see the shirt is very vaguely smoldering. Not like on a fire, but, you know, it's getting a little toasty.
Ah, well, hopefully they didn't use any toxic ink.
Wonderful. Okay. By the way, a platinum piece is 10 gold equivalent.
Yeah.
So if we took 200, we then have 2,000
Yeah.
equivalent.
Yes.
I will say right now, something to not to further bog this down, but this is a concern or a thing that we have to be aware of. The second we walk onto that boat with hella grips, Bonnie's going to be asking a lot of questions.
All right.
So
I mean, I'm personally again, I don't need this much money. Nobody needs this much money.
no,
But there's no way we're gonna get away without either making an enemy of that lady forever, or just telling her it's here. We're not gonna go help her get it. If she wants to come down here and maybe die, maybe end up on a spike, I don't know. But
I mean, we can give her
Fuck
some
it,
of the
I guess.
gems, I guess.
that's not gonna work.
there's so much fucking money here. There's plenty for her to come
I
get.
think she deserves some of it. And
they-
Did drive us.
Okay, we'll keep what we have and we'll tell them about the rest. They can
How
have
much
it.
is 500?
What are we-
How much is gold? Is 500 pounds again? It's like a fuck ton.
Let me do some math.
So if we take platinum, can we not take gold?
I'm taking gold in a separate way.
Yeah.
I'm using magic.
Okay, so if I fill my coin pouch with gold, I can't take any platinum.
Yeah, it's just how much space it has. It can fit 200 coins of something.
It's 25,000 pieces of gold.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there you go. So I could just fucking give Bonnie $5 grand and just be like, hey,
call
here's
it a
some
night.
cool shit. And then also there's way the hell more in there.
I mean, why give her any if you give her the rest of it?
She did drive us.
I can't,
We're doing
she's
a
been
treasure
helpful.
trove.
It's not like I can carry all this crap. Whatever, man.
We do.
We're just gonna keep a horde on our cool boat that I presume we're keeping.
Well, I mean, we don't know if.
And then we're gonna leave a bunch of it with her, because maybe it'll be too dangerous for her to go get more. Fuck it. She's a buddy. I don't care.
Maybe
I
we
agree.
can leave some with the turtles, so that way they don't get taken advantage of.
That's a better idea in my mind.
I'm worried that if you put a bunch of wealth on this peaceful island, hella pirates are gonna come try to take it.
I was
Maybe
thinking more
that's
the
just
gems.
me.
I was thinking the gemstones, since they can do blacksmithing and stuff.
Sai wants those.
Yes.
Yes, I know, but he'll be nice and share some with the turtles.
I don't believe that he will be nice ever.
Sai, will you
Hey.
be nice and share some with the turtles?
I have been nice on numerous occasions, especially to those turtles.
I notice you're not saying yes.
I would share with the turtles.
Fair enough.
I like them.
Alright.
So,
See,
So fuck it. At least
Of
the shit that
your-
I'm levitating up, I intend to give Bonnie literally
Okay.
a cool $5 grand.
okay, so
I
you
think that's
have
totally fair.
all of you together. You have 36,000 gold pieces right now ready to move. Plus
The rest I intend to put in the holds of the pearl.
right. Of the portable hole, you mean?
I meant literally I'm gonna continue palleting it up after I shovel off some for her, and then just after a short rest on the boat, continue to levitate it once we get back to our big boat and put it in there.
Okay, so you want to come back? Is
No.
what you're saying?
I'm
No.
well, here's my plan. Literally for that starts here and ends at our big old Pearl of Prophecy boat.
Right, which
I
is
want
far
to-
away right now.
Yeah, far as fuck away. But
Yeah.
I want to use my levitate spell and this crate to
Yep.
bring 500 pounds worth of gold up to the submarine.
Yep, that's 2,500 of your 3,600 gold pieces ready to move right now.
Yeah, you mean 25,000, I believe.
Yeah, 25,000. Sorry.
Then I will instead, whenever we get to Bonnie, offer her up 5,000 of that, just straight up, just here you go,
Yep.
and then keep the rest on the crate. And then
Okay.
eventually, when we take the submarine back to the big boat, levitate said crate again into the hold of the boat.
Okay,
and we use
because-
the bag of holding.
the bag of holding will hold a lot of
Yeah, I just want I might as well use it. I've got it.
Yeah.
Use my
Okay.
magic to get us some bank.
Yeah. So let's start with the bag of holding. I assume you don't want to fill the bag of holding to full capacity.
Correct.
So let's take the other 11,000 that can't go on the pallet
Mm-hmm.
and shoved it in the bag of holding, which would come down to 11,000 divided by 50. 220 pounds of
Less than
coinage.
half of the way.
Okay, that's good.
So
I
as long as
also would like to take about 50 pounds of gold. for my bag.
He's got his own bag. Just fill it with your gems and crap.
Yep, that would be.
I mean, I'm
2,500 gold pieces.
okay. I'm assuming this is all party funds, but I'll keep it if you want to.
Why not?
And then we can put all the gems in the bag.
How much was it?
So 2,500 gold pieces.
Okay.
So
There
then
we
the
go.
other,
We got like hella bucks.
yeah. So then the other 2,000 or 20,250, that much gold goes on the pallet.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And we'll divide it up amongst ourselves later.
Okay. The cloak went to Aramil. The staff went to Marleman. The dancing dagger went to Nyx. And the armor went to Marleman as well.
And then Trev got the
And
portable.
I got a freaking cool.
Yes, and Trev got a portable hole.
Cool.
Okay. So, all of you load up and head out.
Oh man, I can't put a non-number in the weight field, so I can't put somehow less than 0 pounds
For the portable
for
hole.
the hole. Yeah,
Aramil, would you do better with the staff?
it depends on the numbers.
Aramil has a cool staff, I would just like to point out.
Okay, then that's fine.
Also,
Like, it
again,
legit depends on just the effects.
Just checking.
Yeah, do you want to explain what your cool staff does?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
actually explain
sure.
it to anybody.
Yeah, you're the only one who knows how good it is.
So it's a quarterstaff, gives +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. Also has lightning, so when I hit with a melee attack using a staff, target can take 2d6 lightning damage. Thunder, which is when I hit melee with it. Crack of Thunder, audible out to 300 feet. Hit to succeed on a DC 17 con save or become stunned until the next turn. And then there's also Lightning Strike, which is a bolt of lightning. Essentially, Thunderclap. You can use an action to cause the staff to issue a deafening thunderclap 600 feet. Or I can do both at once. So I essentially have, per day, 3 charges. If I'm reading that correctly, Gary.
That's awesome.
Yes, that is correct.
So it's like I can do lightning, ranged or near, thunder, ranged or near, or both ranged or near. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Ew.
That was the coolest thing I read about this. It says thunder and lightning. You can use an action to use the lightning strike and thunderclap properties at the same time. Doing so doesn't expend the daily use of those properties, only the use of this one.
Very cool.
So,
That's cool.
but if you've got a cool staff, I'll keep it.
Cool.
Ryan,
Yeah.
what about your... Do you want to trade cool staffs?
Nah, dude, I just realized how cool my staff was.
Sick.
Ryan had forgotten about his cool staff. It would appear.
What is Ryan's
Oh,
cool
I don't
stuff?
think I've ever read this at all. I know I have this thing, but
Ryan!
I didn't like. Yeah, cool.
Okay. Let's get out of here then, I guess.
Yeah.
Will this dude be able to climb up the rope without burning it?
I can fly.
Kinda-
You can fly?
I can fly.
He's pretty good at casting magic.
That's
You can
cool.
walk on water.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Climb up.
Okay. All of you make your way out of this treasure pit. The Ganassi just sort of idly floating next to you guys, just sort of... Freedom from the pit.
I'm going to stare at his butt.
Even in the short shorts, it's well defined.
His butt? You cut out there for a second.
Oh, you know what he said.
No, I seriously didn't. It cut out.
He's got a nice ass.
Yes, he said
Yay!
with the short shorts, is well
He
defined.
puts the ass in Genasi.
Cool.
Wow.
You guys make your way up.
One.
You guys make your way up and out the same passageway you came into.
I'm bringing
until
up
you
the
hit-
rear and not in the way the Genasi is because I have to levitate my crate.
Yeah.
Boom!
You guys hit the water wall that was there, but all of you currently have water breathing, so it's not a problem. Except for Nyx, you do not.
Oh,
That's a problem.
can I have that?
Yeah. I'll hit my homie up. With
Oh, no, wait, never mind. Nope, that's not where the timelines diverge, so no, you're okay.
Can you use water breathing to?
I do not need it.
Okay.
Question. How long has it been since we left the Nautilus? Or whatever it is?
Probably about 4 hours or so. You spent a decent amount of time down in the treasure chamber.
My elemental's long gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You actually see as Todora kind of steps into the water bubble, the heat coming off his skin causes things to boil immediately, causing air pockets around his head that he just sort of idly swims along.
Dee.
Oh, all right.
All of you make your way out, and immediately upon exiting the darkened underneath of this crystal, you see the open water. It's much brighter now than it was before. The disturbance that was above now gone, but you see that the water is filled with corpses. Floating humanoid corpses that are just sort of idly sunk towards the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
I feel good about that.
The closest one is probably about 20 feet away.
Are these the guys that we fought before?
Yes, they are, well, sort of. They wear the same clothing, but all of their transfigurations and pact magics have been destroyed by the death of the Beholder. So they have reverted back to their original forms, which caused them to almost immediately drown.
Oh no.
Ah, well, whatever.
That still sucks.
These were bad people. Like,
I mean, even if they weren't, I mean, we did what we set out to do.
Oh, yeah, I know. It
There's no time to waste on consequences.
Okay.
All right. You guys kind of swim through the corpse-filled water. There's probably at least 150, 200 just sort of idly floating in the quiet ebbs of this ocean floor.
Okay.
Can you maintain levitate while swimming? Just to make sure.
I mean, it's concentration. I don't know how hard it is to do that.
Yeah, then you'd be just fine. And eventually make your way back to the Nautilus.
I will need assistance.
The Ganassi has beaten you there. He is standing on the deck of the ship, just sort of looking about. Bonnie has both her pistol and sword drawn and are staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. He's a good guy.
Which, as you burst through the side of the water wall, you shout. Trev, you've spent most of this journey making sure that coins don't float off the pallet, so you're kind of tucking it in as you go, sort of pressing down at regular intervals. And it kind of hits the deck of the Nautilus with a sounding plus a little bit of tingling as some of the coins kind of come off the side of it. Bonnie looks away from the Ganassi and then looks back towards you and goes, "What?
We have to talk."
That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. All right, so let's talk about money, because I'm sure you like to.
Yeah, but where did it come from? What the hell happened down there?
There's a dead beholder down there. There was a lot of other shit, but that's what matters.
I'm impressed.
In his basement or whatever, there's like a lot more money than this.
Really?
But it's probably really dangerous. So I'm gonna say, for now, because you've been so chill with us and helped us out and all that kind of stuff, I feel like it's only right. 5,000 gold off that cool pallet over there, out of that cool floaty crate, is yours. The rest of it, we're taking on our boat. But there's so much more down there in that cave. If you want to send people, maybe people that you don't care that much about, down there to get it.
That's a good idea.
Chill.
I definitely
Be careful.
recommend that.
Because stuff can happen down there. The big bad guy's dead, but I can't tell you it's safe. That would be that'd be really dumb of me.
She kind of looks over all of you, plus seeing the new accoutrements on a few of you, and just goes, "You know what? 2,000 gold driver's fee, free access to the Beholder's lair, and how about that agreement we made? We knock it down to 1% of profits, and we'll be good."
No, I want to keep the...
What?
I don't know. I kind of like the 5,000. It's a nice round number.
I mean, I'll happily take the
And you
5,000.
can totally, like, the free access, I'll throw that in, too.
Cool.
But I'd like the rest of our stuff to stay as it is.
You know what? No issue for me.
Yeah. Because you guys can absolutely just like, I think we got all we could need out of that place.
Like
And honestly, I'd kind of rather never see it again.
Fair enough.
like generating a regular income from their dealings is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I'd like to stick on with that too. Anyway, this is our friend.
She looks at you for a second, Nyx, and then goes, Nyx.
Oh. Bonnie.
Did you get taller?
I think I've always been this tall.
I'm totally at this point. As she says that, I'm definitely double checking and looking now.
Make a perception check there, Marleman, with advantage because Sai is also looking.
All right, let's see here. I rolled.
Just like elbow and like
Rolled a 17 plus whatever my perception is. 3, so 20.
Okay. Now that you're looking at her, spending a decent chunk of time looking at her, she is taller.
Looking like a golfer, like.
Yeah. You know, probably went from a solid 3 foot to maybe 3'5".
Whoa, that's a big jump, dude.
Whoa.
Hey, that's interesting.
Have I not always been 3'5"?
no.
Wasn't
Sure.
she just?
So just to be sure, the questions that I asked her last time, those are still the answers that she gave, right?
Yeah, no, entirely.
Okay. What are we on?
Okay. Yeah.
So
Much like every single other time this has come up so far, Trev is going to make an effort to end this line of conversation as quickly as possible.
okay, you know, glance at or you snap and get Bonnie's attention. Go, hey, powerful money.
Also, this is our friend.
Oh yeah, that's actually the thing that I was moving to before that was like, yeah, by the way, he was on some kind of crazy rock spike in the Beholder's basement being drained of magic. He's a Genasi, but now that he's not on a spike, he actually seems really cool.
How's it going?
Whatever his name is, I forget.
Tedora.
There you go.
And he kind of waves at Bonnie, who goes, I'm done with all of your crazy bullshit, all of you guys. I want you, let's just give me my money and let's get you back to where we're going.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I figure we probably got to stop at the Turtle Island first and then try to make our way back. Well, first of all, we got to see if the
storm is completely gone.
But then after that, figure out how to get back to where we came from.
Not a problem. And she, heads back up to the main deck of the Nautilus and begins to pull it up. Oh, Jesus. Up to the surface of the ocean. It takes a little bit, but where there would be whirling waves of typhoon, it is now completely still. And after, 4 or 5 minutes of rising, you're able to break through the surface of the ocean. And see cool, calm waters that stretch as far as you can see in either direction.
Hell yeah!
Dang.
Woo!
That's good.
Yeah, well done, you guys. Took care of that typhoon problem real quickly.
Oh no, we lost Sai.
Oh no, we lost Jay.
Oh, no.
Jason. Jason. Okay, so
Jason.
You guys are turning. Oh, there he is.
Yo, sorry about
We
that.
got him.
Yeah, no problem. You guys turned back towards the towards Turtle Island or towards the Dreadnought.
Dreadnought?
I feel like we should go to Turtle
Island first. If we
Yeah, I
go
was
to
going to say,
Dreadnought
I
with
feel
the
like if
money,
we
she'll
leave
take the money.
if we go away from the Turtle Island, we're never going to come back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys turn and head back towards the turtles. You arrive after a couple hours, very safely. They're all very excited to see you, while also very excited to see on the horizon that that the typhoon is gone. You guys spend a little bit of time. Are you giving money? Or are you giving supplies?
I'm gonna give some of the gems, like some of the ones that we have like a lot of.
Okay, you have a lot of peridot and you have a lot of aquamarine.
Okay, I will do that.
How many?
Oh,
You have 5 aquamarine and 6 peridot.
I'm gonna give up 2 of each, I figure.
Okay. You hand over to the chief the stones. He accepts them graciously, and then kind of looks past you at Tadora, who has followed you onto the base of the island, and then goes, "You glowing son of a bitch!" And he goes, "A face I recognize."
Oh, naturally, they're friends.
Friends, no, he was just a pupling when I was last here.
Aww.
And the chief kind of, you actually see like a little bit of rosy color comes to his light green cheeks. And he goes, "That was almost 900 years ago. That's to be expected. Where have you been?" And he goes, "I've been on a spike."
He was part of the magic conduit for this typhoon.
The chief sort of nods and goes, "All right, I'm not going to ask any more explanation. You have all done us a great justice, and I appreciate it."
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. It was nothing.
He looks at Bonnie and goes, "Now, Madam Pirate, I assume our agreement will now stand." She goes, "Most certainly. You give me the supplies, I bring you the money, and we're all good." He goes, "Not money, food." He goes, "Food, whatever you want. Don't care. It's been a very rich day for the crashing wave, so I really don't care either way."
If we wait until tomorrow,
We will never know. Oh, there it is. What was that? Beth, you keep breaking.
If we
Yeah, she's gone.
That's frozen. Not a pretty face. So
That's a great face, though. That is a good face to be frozen
Okay.
on. Oh, nope.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, back for a second.
Oh my gosh, this is rough.
It's like she's shouting out of the dying void.
Can you hear me?
No.
Occasionally.
Sort of.
Just
Not
type
always.
it. Just type it,
A
Hev.
better answer is probably no.
I'm gonna plug in the internet. Hold on.
Just type it to me. Well, okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good
Everyone.
face. It wasn't as good as Morgan's I lost connection face, which was him scratching his eye, but
It's like a.
yeah, the
Let's put it this way. It was definitely one of my like Twitter pictures or Facebook. I think it might still be my Facebook picture.
no, it's not your
I changed my
Facebook
Facebook
picture
picture recently, but it was that for a
It
while.
was that. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There it is. Ah, yes.
What a good picture.
What a great picture. If we have time, I can use the create food and water spell. It's not that they are running out of food, it's that there's a lot of food that they don't have on the island that they would like. So things like carrots were the one that was mentioned, potatoes, things that they just don't have and would very much like. They don't care about money. They have a very, self-sustaining society, but other stuff would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I had never used it before, and they said food, so just curious to see if I can.
So after giving some greetings and whatnot, it's getting kind of late towards the day, but Bonnie seems to be itching to head to the Dreadnought. You guys are welcome to stay on the Turtle Island or head with her.
Yes.
Probably.
I mean, I
Do
think
you
heading
think
back
it would
to
be? Do you think it would be safer to spend the night and then go in the morning? What time of day is it?
It's probably getting around 5 o'clock.
I don't think it
Oh.
much matters.
How far travel is the Dreadnought from us right now?
A couple miles, probably 3 or 4 hours.
A lot easier now that the giant whirlpool's not there.
That's for certain.
Terror.
Whatever. Like, I feel like we owe it. Like, at this point, like, Bonnie's been separated from her crew for long enough. Like, we can get her back to them. Get that taken care of. then we can use our boat, now that this whole thing is resolved, to go do that thing we were here for in the first place and go try and find Morgan's ocean pops.
That's right.
Can I actually talk to Fedora?
Sure. He's just sort of standing about, looking at the ocean, you know, smelling the air, looking at the birds, like just very content.
Nice. I just have some questions about your ability to travel through dimensions.
Most certainly.
Can you bring other people with you?
If I wanted to.
How many?
Probably 5 or 6.
Damn.
Why is that?
We have a problem in another dimension that we had to put on hold, and I was just brainstorming some ways to I don't know, like transport armies between dimensions. But
Transporting an army. That might be a little difficult. Is the enemy you're looking for on the elemental plane of fire?
no.
No.
Well, unfortunately, my magic works one way.
Would you have any ideas, even if you can't personally do it?
Well, judging by the fact that all of your races seem to be expanding and doing well in the 900 years I've been on a spike, I would assume that magic has progressed in quite a way that I haven't seen yet. Let me return to Dis, and I will let you know what I can find out.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
What's this?
Dis!
There's color everywhere.
What's this? No, what's this?
Dis!
I am on
Dis!
fire.
Sorry. Dis is the only major city in the elemental plane of fire.
Nice.
Okay.
You should visit sometime. It's warm and terrifying.
That sounds fun.
Gotta say, that's not super appealing, but I'm glad that you enjoy it there.
Yes, please come and visit. I would love to speak with all of you.
Okay.
Mark my words, I will see you there one day.
Good to know.
Please don't murder our new friend.
That sounded so sinister.
Well then, now that I have seen the material plane sunshine, I suppose it's time for me to return to Dis.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you very much also for possibly future helping with interdimensional war.
Not a problem, and if you ever need me, here's my card. And he snaps, and out of a small puff of fire and smoke, a paper card appears with just a thumbprint embedded on it, which he hands to you, Nix.
Okay. I will keep this.
Set your thumb in that thumb, and I will be with you in a thumb.
Okay. Thanks.
A little bit of
Dumb.
That seems legit.
millennia ago slang.
You damn millennials.
Well, then I'll be off.
Okay.
It's been a wonder meeting all of you. Do you go by any sort of name or?
Do you mean
Look over at Marleman.
I cast prestidigitation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a puff of smoke, and it's as the smoke is clearing, as if it's the entrance to Twin Peaks as it's flying over the trees.
Mm-hmm.
You just see the words, "The Problem Solvers."
Kind of looks at it and goes, "That's a dumb name."
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It is.
Yeah. Well.
I'm a big fan, just as I'm a big fan of all of you.
It was great to meet you.
You were a delight.
And as are all of you. So long.
Okay.
Have a good one, buddy.
And he kind of reaches out to the side of him and just seems to run the center of his finger down the air. And you see this as this orange gate opens, and he sort of gives a bit of a jaunty wave and steps through. It closes with a pop behind him.
Cool.
Cool.
I like the cut of that dude's chin.
I liked his butt.
I'm sure you did. I've
That's gonna
never
do
been
it
more
for
proud of
this
you.
week's
I mean,
episode of
Faith,
Band
if
of
you're that
Blunderers.
thirsty, I'm sure there's water on this island somewhere.
Bonnie sort of looks over at all of you and goes, "Are you guys done with your weird talking fireman?"
With that, yes. With everything else, never.
That's fair. Hey, by the way, Trev, do you want to throw a bit of cloth over that pallet? The crashing wave has taken their cut of your profits, but I don't want my guys to get any weird ideas.
Yeah, sure, man. And then I'll just do that, like whatever.
Okay.
Just put it like below deck and hide it pretty well.
I mean, once we go like immediately off of like the sub thing. Wait, is the Pearl parked at the Dreadnought? It is, right?
Yeah, the Pearl's over by the Dreadnought.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go straight. Like once we get there, it's going straight there.
Okay.
And then our boys can make sure nobody comes and gets it.
See.
Fair enough.
Team EC3.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
They're on the top
Sit in that
1%
area.
of boat
Sit in
crews.
that.
What have I done? Whatever. You guys board the Nautilus and wave at all of your new Turtle and Kenku friends who have kind of lined the shore to see you off. It's very apparent, even from here and at this moment, how appreciative they are that you have opened their society back up to the world.
Be careful, the rest of the world is scary.
Not everyone's as nice.
Bye, everyone.
We'll try to visit soon.
No, it's nice. It's pleasant. It's nice. And you head back to the Dreadnought. After about 4 or 5 hours of sailing, still relatively calm oceans, but towards the end, as you're moving towards the fog wall that guards the edges of the Dreadnought, it starts to get a little bit choppier as you're heading back towards colder water. You guys move through the fog wall and breach through to see the Dreadnought itself, and you see lining the decks of the ship multiple people with spyglasses peering out into just about every direction. You see all members of crew seem to be on deck and on watch for any sign of you, and when one of them finally spots all of you, there's a signal that runs from the front of the deck to the back, and the sails come up on the Dreadnought. A very bright, dark blue crashing wave symbol adorning the sails as the deck explodes into cheers and jovial greeting. Oh God, what is it?
You know.
Do I know? Oh, yes. I should have known. Bonnie behind the wheel actually seems to get a bit choked up at the display and sort of pulls her hat a little bit lower. And
Can we prestidigitate some like little firework looking stuff?
Absolutely. I am prestidigitating. I'm prestidigitating like streamers flying outward from behind the ship. You've got like somebody is making popping like cork champagne noises. Like,
and you
party
guys
time, fun time.
You guys fill this deck with all manner of cacophony.
There's quite a few of us with prestidigitation, right?
There's 3 of you at least.
Yeah, everybody here can do it, I think.
I know it. I learned it from the best.
The 2 pips are not thrilled with this bit of noise, Nix.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know they're not pleased. Although they do seem to be getting along with each other a little bit better. It took some warming up, but they're getting there. You know, Pip was a surly squirrel anyway.
One pip said that it'd like to buy you rockets.
Yeah.
Wow.
As you guys are making this cacophonous noise, Phaedra, you kind of turn towards Bonnie with a big grin on your face, and you notice her just kind of staring at the wheel of the ship, hat pulled very low, refusing to make eye contact.
Wait. I was smiling or she was smiling? Sorry.
You were smiling.
Okay.
In like, hey, look, big party, yay, everything's awesome, and then like turn and she's not participating.
You okay? We're back.
Fine. I'm fine.
Your crew really seems to respect you and care about you. That's good, right?
Yeah, it does.
If you want to cry, now's the time.
Pirates don't cry.
That's fine.
Yeah, but people
No.
do sometimes.
We're not pirates. We're not going to say nothing.
The fog condensed on my cheeks a bit.
Yep, totally. Yep.
I feel like she would like murder me if I tried to hug her, but I would just like to put a hand on her shoulder or something.
Okay, as you put a hand on her shoulder, Trev, you hear a faint click. No.
I mean, I'd buy it, whatever.
That's for Psy.
The fuck?
Doesn't like you.
You actually, her entire form feels kind of warm. And now that you're standing close to her, you can tell that, she is very red in the face as there are tears streaming down. But her whole essence seems to have a bit of a glow to it. Like just a kind of a softer light emanating off her.
Huh.
Okay.
I don't even know what question I would ask.
Yeah, I don't know
about
either.
this one.
Should I
Like,
I think she's got like a fever? Can I do like a medicine check?
I mean, if you want to walk up and like push up her head.
Maybe I'll just say like, you feeling okay?
Yeah, just a little overwhelmed. Why?
No reason. Like, you just seem like you got a little bit of, I don't know, warmth or something going on.
I'm pretty good at checking, like, see if you're sick or anything.
And she's a doctor.
At this point, she kind of like picks her head up, and you can tell that her tears are now drying in her eyes as there's a bit of concern. And now she kind of looks over at her arm and realizes the faint glow and goes, "The fuck spell did you put on me to make me glow? Marleman!" And she pulls out her pistol and goes to look for Marleman.
Well, that is a fair...
Yeah.
Fair question, but no.
I'm like 90% sure it wasn't Marleman.
I would have told you if I was gonna do it.
She kind of puts the gun away. Looks at you and Phaedra.
Can I check and see?
Sure, roll a medicine check.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
She has sea fever.
I don't know. I'm just trying to help. 17.
Okay. She's fine. There's nothing medically wrong with her. And the faint glow, although it's not as strong, it does remind you vaguely of a glow you've seen on a person before.
Oh, come on.
Yep. Hey, who's got that poem?
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. Do I have it?
Oh, right, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
Hold on.
So,
I
Bonnie.
phone the boss.
Sure. Go ahead and put a word into the boss.
Is this like this? She wouldn't necessarily hear all this stuff, right?
No.
I mean, I'm stepping away.
So can I talk to her and just be like, all right, if
Titania here. What's up?
I'll
I'll
have my conversation with her,
Okay.
or separate from this.
Yeah, hang on. You're calling the man boss. You're calling the actual boss. So who wants to go first?
No. I was calling whoever, and I think Craig, you were trying to.
I was just trying to talk straight to Bonnie, and like,
sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so we'll start with your call to Oberon. There.
Sure. All right.
You only have a connection to Oberon.
I mean, I thought I had an open line with everybody else to Titania as well. But
Did you get stung?
we
I
have
can't
some
remember.
way to contact her.
I couldn't remember if Saya also got stung, because he also has his direct channel to Oberon via his sword, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll say for this purpose, totally.
Yeah. This is much more Titania's.
Yes,
than-
entirely.
So, all right, so I'll just contact and be like, hey, we got somebody who's glowing again. Do you sense anything from this person?
Are they going through intense emotion?
Yeah.
Probably ours.
Okay. What do you want us to do with her?
Send her here.
What?
She's
Hence the question that I have to ask Bonnie.
Uh-huh.
She's the captain of a pirate ship. Not sure
Nice.
she's gonna want to go.
Well, you'll figure out something.
Sure.
Did I hear any of that stuff that
Yeah,
he said?
Yeah, it was an open channel.
Yeah. Miles ahead of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, Bonnie, you're not going to believe any of what I'm about to say.
It's been a very unbelievable day, and now I'm glowing. I think you can do...
I'm going to start with one question.
Sure.
If, for some reason, you had to go do something insanely important, would there be somebody who can captain your crew while you're gone? I mean, Samson's great. Can he do it?
Certainly. The Samson and the Council of Pirates could take care of things while I'm gone.
So, I don't have all the answers here, but the short version is that glow means that you are one of the most important people on any plane of existence.
Trev, you're flattering me.
Somebody we work for a fairy queen who would really love to meet you and tell you more than I can.
He's being quite literal when he's saying you're the most important.
Yeah, I'm not. Never mind.
He's not
but
trying to hit on you.
Yeah, for the record, he's not flirting.
No. Don't worry. I'm used to people flirting. They're not as bad as him. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
For reasons that I don't need to go into. He's not even phased.
Walk by and pat his back. Just.
But yeah, like, there's you think this shit was crazy. There's so much more going on here. And I'm not smart enough to explain this to you, honestly. But if you're willing to trust us after you've had some time to party with your crew and tell Samson about all the cool money you found and like set them up with all this new business and stuff, there's something more very important that you might have to go do.
It's always worth a conversation with somebody.
Cool. But for now, you gotta party up, man.
All right, let me figure out how to unglow, I guess. And throughout the course of this, she has slowly begun to fade the glow as her emotions have come back under control.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, from my understanding, as long as you don't enter periods of intense emotions, you should not glow.
You know, I've gotten intense emotion before. I think it's just all of you.
We're not unrelated.
Probably fair, actually.
We're connected to this.
Yeah. Oh, great, cool. I'm gonna get us to the Dreadnought.
Yeah, let's just get back on the boat.
All right.
Folks probably missed you.
And you guys calmly sail back over to the Dreadnought. A gangplank is lowered immediately as Samson leads a set of the crew down to meet you. Him in his long trench coat kind of takes a stance in front of all of you and goes, "Captain on deck!" And they all take their salutes. She sort of nods and goes, "See, you didn't burn anything down while I was gone?" "No, ma'am." "I see they didn't get you killed."
Yeah.
She kind of shrugs and goes, "I tried to get them killed and they didn't stand." He sort of nods and goes, "Anything fun?" And she goes, "Plenty. We have much to discuss. Everyone back on the ship." And they'll go, "Yes, ma'am," and head back up. You hear a cheer begin to rise up as the news, gets up to them that she is in fact on the boat. It is not just a boat.
Yay.
Yay!
You guys, as carefully as you can, avoiding the slew of pirates, slip a couple gangplanks down with the mildly floating pallet, and store it in the deck of the Pearl.
Yep.
No one really gives you a second glance. They're a little busy right now. The 3Gs are on the ship in their various spots.
Cool.
As soon as Guillermo sees all of you enter, he kind of turns and goes, "See!"
Hello.
Hi!
Indeed. Hi there.
Everything okay while we were gone?
See?
Yeah.
Yes or is it a no? What is it?
Yeah. I think he was asking us in return.
Oh.
See?
Ah.
Okay. We're alive. So yay.
See?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, what is this boat here? What is it on?
What do you mean? Oh.
Great.
What would you call? Are we on the?
Guillermo kind of gives you a look and goes, "See?
Yeah.
See?" Sort of gets dejected and walks away.
It's okay.
Wow.
Oh.
You made our crew sad. You've made us weaker.
Marleman, you've taken a point towards becoming neutral chaotic. Lost a bit of good there. Making fun of someone's speech impediment. What an ass.
Oh,
He's got you there.
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and change my guy. just
chaotic evil. Just
that is a hard chaotic neutral.
no, you're still chaotic. Don't worry. All of you then rejoin the party up on the Dreadnought. Sai, I assume you're ignoring the party and heading straight for where I think you're going.
That's your sweet ass.
Okay.
I would like to take my covered fun pallet thing to the hold of the Pearl.
Yep.
And like leave it there and just tell Guillermo, hey, this is some new funds for the ship and for the crew and the for the party. So just sort of, it's here. If you ever need to pull from it for like ship repairs or supplies or whatever, it's here. But otherwise, we're going to use it to buy dumb stuff.
C
is right.
Sai, you make your way just on a bullet train through this crowd, and head below decks to the marketplace and find your way to the Ruby Rose.
Yep.
It is a little quiet at the moment, but you kick through the door. Orisa is standing behind the counter and sort of,
I mean...
Oh, hey, welcome back.
I don't actually kick the door. I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, of course. Well,
there you
go.
I mean, I'm a huge asshole. I'm a giant asshole. Just lots of nice people.
She sort of jumps a bit and goes, oh, Sai, welcome back. How was your journey?
Very successful. Killed the beholder.
Wonderful.
Killed a bunch of his followers.
Wonderful.
Met some turtle people.
Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Watched me kill a bull.
Trev killed the beholder.
All right. Did you come with the funds? I'm sure Mr. Desmond. And sure enough, you hear a very grouchy dwarf kind of enter and go, all right. I hear the asshole's back. Did you bring my money?
I did.
That's the part where you just go, we just hear.
I did, and I pull out exactly enough.
Okay. Remember, it was 1,000 gold plus a helm. It had gotten down to 2,500 gold before that. So what would you like to pay?
I mean, I don't have the helm, so...
All right. So 25?
Yeah.
Okay. You... 2,500 gold onto the floor of the Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
50 pounds worth of gold, if my math is right.
50 pounds of gold.
50 pounds worth of gold.
It's almost as if Sai took exactly as much as he needed.
Yeah, something like that.
Weird.
And he looks at it, looks at you, looks back at it, and goes, take your fucking sheath. And kind of begins
a very magical sheath.
Begins to rake all of the gold into the back of the store as Orisa sort of jumps up and lifts the sheath off the shelf and hands it over to you.
I very politely say, thank you, Orisa. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure doing business, and I hope you'll be back soon to do more business.
Absolutely.
I think he's starting to like you.
I don't care. Let me know when you open your own store. I will build some things for you.
Okay.
Hey, a written as character, he very much is. Gary just keeps shutting me down.
That what?
Everything.
Which is incredibly ironic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Given that
Or appropriate. I don't know which.
It's more...
It's like rain on your wedding day.
Right.
You're trying to flirt with the wrong people, my friend.
I like two people, one of which was I knew it was the wrong person. I just did to get under someone else's skin.
That's fair. I sent you the tier 1 of the scabbard.
Thank you, sir. All right, and I say my goodbyes, and I ask her if there's a way I can contact her in the future. If she decides to leave this place.
Certainly. You could just send a letter to the Ruby. I'll be here.
Yeah. And to be fair, this is not me flirting. This is
no, I know.
Getting their number.
Yes.
Legitimately, like, I'm interested. You seem knowledgeable in business deals in the future.
Yeah.
God damn it, Craig.
You are interested, that's for sure.
Wow. Wow.
Is she good looking? I have to ask. Is she good looking?
I'm glad I'm glad that you were interested before you found that out.
Yeah.
That's really big.
She is dwarvish.
What are you trying to say?
But she is quite good looking. But she is also quite young. She's maybe 18 or 19.
Oh.
Which I know Sai is also young, so it's not that weird. But
yeah,
because Sai is what, 26?
Young Sai in the place.
Like, even for a half elf, he's really young.
You're a little bit older than Perrin, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were probably born at the same time.
Yeah, probably, just about. So for those of you who do not remember, because this has been a while, Sai has now acquired Peacekeeper, the Scabbard of Haldron.
Nice.
His charisma score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. He is immune to disease, and if the weapon that is bonded to the sheath is sheath, and he is not holding any other weapons, he has advantage on intimidation and persuasion checks, and has advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
Which it can be charmed anyways, but it's good to have.
Yeah, that other one's still nice.
Yep.
All right.
You said tier 1.
Yes, I did.
Attaboy. All right.
Is this a vestige? Potentially.
I mean, I've already identified it, so.
True, but the way vestige and increase level items work is that you are only able to identify what is unlocked in the item at that time. So for Pyramol, Fader only knows the level of Pyramol that she has. You only know the level of sheath that you have.
Cool.
There may be other items in the party that are similar to that, but who knows?
Okay, cool.
I'm surprised Fireball didn't have any reaction when I went like Super Saiyan.
It's got a few different locks on it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week. We're going to pick up next week with the epilogue to this arc and the establishment of the next one. So next week is probably going to be like a moonlighting, interlude sort of arc like we did between the battle of the zombies and all this.
Cool.
It's funny. I can't say you guys survived the Great Blue Way because one of you almost didn't. But you did in the end.
Again, don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Some of us do.
But that's going to do it for this week, and we will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.